What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another quick update video here on the channel, and today we're gonna go over the player that Barcelona have identified to be the Ousmane Dembélé replacement for the rest of the season. And that player might just be from Leganes. He is from Denmark, Martin Braithwaite. So initially, I know that for a lot of you guys, and for me certainly, is not a name that of course is gonna grab the headlights, but he is, from all of the kind of likely potential targets, the one that makes the bit more sense for Quique Setien and his playing style. We all know that Barcelona had approved a 15-day time period where they could sign a replacement for Dembélé because his injury is a very long one and really reduces the number of our squad. And well, now Barcelona had looked at different targets, as we know, like Angel Rodriguez from Getafe. Then we took a look at, for instance, people like Lucas Perez. But Martin Braithwaite is where we land at the end of the day. The deal in place for the Danish international will surround a 20 million euros release clause that Barcelona will go straight up and pay to Leganes. Apparently they have already activated that option, and the agents of Braithwaite are already at Barcelona to discuss the terms of the deal. The deal surrounding him would be around 3 years. That is a very long deal in my opinion, taking into account that he's 28 years old and that we don't know what would Barcelona exactly do in the summer. We know we want to pursue people like, well, Neymar again and Lautaro Martinez, so that would certainly limit the kind of playing minutes for Braithwaite later on down the road, also taking into account that Suarez will eventually return. The transfer for this player is already well underway. It seems that we'll be able to complete it by tomorrow or Wednesday, so that is why I just wanted to bring you this quick update, because I'm not in my place, I'm not in my house, I'm not in my recording studio, but you still deserve to know what's going on. And well, in my opinion, this player is, yeah, of course, like I mentioned before, it's not gonna grab your attention initially. It's not gonna be a world-breaking move, but we were never going to get a player like that. If you ask me, well, yeah, I do tend to agree that he will fit with what we want him to do. He will be a very versatile forward, not only a striker, a forward that will allow Antoine Griezmann, Ansu Fati, and Lionel Messi to be able to interchange positions, and we can play with different, like, kind of number 9s. If we want to play Ansu Fati through the right, he can go for the right, and Braithwaite can go for the left. Griezmann through the middle, Braithwaite then to the left, Ansu Fati to the right, or Messi then to the right, and Messi false 9, Braithwaite for the right. It can really be many different potential formations with this guy, and he will fit that. He's not necessarily a super pacey player, but he has some kind of rhythm to him. He's a speedy striker if compared to others. He's not like Dembélé by any means. He's a good finisher of the ball. He has good dribbling ability. He's just a good all-around complete forward. His numbers in La Liga are not necessarily the best. Let's take into account that he was also been playing for a team like Leganes. This season he has 6 goals in 19 appearances in La Liga, and in La Copa del Rey he has also scored 2 more. Last year, he has scored in La Liga 4 goals and assisted 5, meaning that he still has some sort of kind of associative style to his game. To be completely honest with you guys, I have a very short sample size of Braithwaite, but from what I know in a game, particularly one game that he could be utilized very similarly to what we want at Barcelona, is the game between Peru and Denmark in the World Cup, the opener for us, for Peru. And in that game, he got substituted in for Pionesisto, and he was constantly giving troubles to our left back player because he was constantly trying to cut inside and be an extra man in the forward line. He's going to be an extra number there coming through the left, and that could be a role that he could employ in Barcelona, and I think that will be good enough for what we're paying for him, which, yes, is a little bit over the top. I think 20 million is not the best deal, but it's kind of what we need for the time being, is what we have. It's emergencies, you kind of have to overpay. And now one final thing that I want to say is that, in my personal opinion, I think that this rule, even though it's healthy for us, it's an advantage for Barcelona that they're able to sign a player like this, is very unfair. Very unfair to a team like Leganes, for instance, that they lost Youssef El Nesiri in the winter transfer window, and now they have absolutely zero possibility to replace him. That is one thing that, for instance, the rules should change. I don't really know. It still makes it unfair. The bad planning of a team is hampering another one that is struggling to fight for permanence in the first division, and that is something that is just ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Barcelona shouldn't be in this position by the start. They shouldn't be here. They have the resources to avoid a situation like this. And it's just super unfair on Leganes that we just have the ability to get his player, to poach him outright, and they have absolutely zero things to do about it. So that's going to be everything for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. It's just a quick little update on this player that it seems is actually going to be coming to Barcelona. I'm very eager to hear your opinions about him. Personally, I think it's an okay buy. 20 million is a little bit excessive. If you're telling me around 10, okay, fine. But 20, kind of, I don't know. We have to wait and see how much he can actually contribute to our team. If you like this video, be sure to drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, and turn on the bell notification icon to follow us on all other social media to keep up to date. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.